My name is Josh Collins. I'm the founder of Kicking Cancer and the Ron Collins Foundation. 5 years ago, my family went through a pretty devastating loss. My dad lost his battle with cancer. It was pretty hard on the family. And the one thing you didn't think about in the moment, but was a big struggle, was the financial part. It would have been nice to give my mom a bit of extra time to just spend with my dad instead of worrying about having to be at work and then coming home and taking care of him just to make sure he had all his medicine and everything taken care of. It was almost like she went to work, at work, and then was at work at home and didn't get to spend just some good quality time just with him. And it was tough. We tried to look everywhere for financial aid and we weren't able to find any. We looked everywhere. We looked for both in the US and Canada and couldn't come up with a way to just get a bit of coverage so my mom could take a few extra days off work here and there, just to spend that quality time to build, you never know how long you'll have, and just to build those quality memories. So 3 years ago, we established the Ron Collins Foundation, mainly because we wanted to help other families in that situation that we were in and make sure that they get to have the quality time that they may have not had with their family. We established the Ron Collins Foundation in my dad's name to really make that difference. And then 2 years ago, we did our first event. It was called Kicking Cancer. And the point of Kicking Cancer was to raise funds and awareness. And I was foolish enough to kick 1,955 field goals in 48 hours. A lot of people, that's just a number to them, but physically that'd be like running 6.5 marathons. And that's a huge toll on my body. I couldn't walk for about 3 days. But you know what, I wouldn't trade it, and I wouldn't have done it any different. And probably would do it tomorrow again if I had to. Just to really build awareness behind a cause that's not spoken of. This past year, we had the great opportunity to kind of go across parts of Western Canada in partnership with the CFL teams and do some community events to really build the awareness to a new level and just raise some more funds and help a couple families out. Yeah, like I was saying a few months back, I had the opportunity to meet a family, a little boy named Colby and his whole family, his mom and dad, and it was really neat to hear their story, but sad at the same time. Colby has got stage 3 cancer. He's got a tumor on his brain, and the tumor was the size of a tennis ball. It's shrunk down quite a bit now, but from the different chemo treatments he's had. But I had the privilege of going by the hospital and spending some time with Colby and his dad, and just getting to see the life that they have and the love they have for one another, and how much love his dad Nick has for Colby. And it's such a neat thing to see. And but also it's hard because that there's a financial strain on the back end, and we want to do what we can to help families like Colby's. Colby's dad had to take time off work just to kind of make sure he was at the hospital, and then someone was at home taking care of the kids too. So Colby's dad and his mom swap every day. One will stay through the night, one will come the next day and then stay the next night, and they have a rotating cycle like that. It's put a financial strain on them because, as most people know, just the prices of living everywhere has gone up, and it's just hard to, just from the job that he has regularly, just to cover all the bills. And now that he had to take almost like half a paycheck off, there's a huge stress financially. I couldn't imagine going through that personally. Having 4 kids of my own, it would be so hard. So that's why we do Kicking Cancer and the Ron Collins Foundation, and do the campaigns that we do, is to really become a voice for the families that don't have a voice and that need the help, that can't find any other means of covering their financial bills. And I'm not talking about extravagant things. I'm talking about the basic things like food, parking, at the hospital is not cheap, and just rent or mortgage, and the basic hydro needs, and the basic needs that people need to live off of and survive. And that's kind of why I'm looking forward to this year, and the hope that our campaign we're going to do is going to make a difference helping families like Colby's. So I'm really excited to tell you a bit more about this year's campaign. It's pretty neat. It's a neat opportunity and a privilege, I feel, for me and the foundation and everything we have going on. Is that London Drugs is graciously willing to come alongside us and do an At the Till campaign. Now what that looks like is everybody for the month of July, from the 10th to the 31st, will have a chance to donate at the till, a $2 donation. And now what we're calling this campaign is Nobody Left Alone. The reason we're calling that is we want to try and help as many families as we can, and make sure that everybody's voice is somewhat being heard. I mean, we're not going to be able to help everybody the first year, but it's a start to making sure that no family is left without a little bit of help, whether it's financial or emotional support, just to really help make a difference in their lives. And so it's cool because you can go to the till from the 10th to the 31st of July and say, hey, I want to make a donation to Kicking Cancer in support of the Ron Collins Foundation. And your $2 or more, hopefully more, donation will go a long way to helping families. You know, everything from $2 covers probably about roughly $2 at the hospital for parking, and then, you know, it can grow from there. And you know, if you donate $10, hey, that can cover almost half a day. Any dollar amount goes a long way, and I can't do it on my own. I'm only able to be one person that can kick and share the story, but it's hopefully we can get a lot of Canadians across the country to kind of help us and make a difference in those families' lives. And you never know when cancer is going to affect you, because I didn't expect it, my mom didn't expect it, and it was hard. It was hard on my family. I mean, my wife and I were getting ready to be married a couple months later when my dad did pass away. So it's a huge toll. So you never know when in life it's going to hit you. And with your help, we can make a huge difference in the families' lives and take one stress off the plate. Let them focus on just trying to support their loved one that's battling cancer. That's hard enough as it is, and we don't need all these extra things. So with your help, we can make a huge difference in these lives. So I appreciate it. Any part of it that you can do, it'll go a long way.